We'll go this way because you got a meeting on a murder case. So
no worries.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Do you want that shut?
No, it's up to you. If you
It
want
doesn't matter to me.
Just a couple prelim things. So trials in August.
Yes.
I will pre-warn you, I know there's other trials that are set at the same time, so this one might get bumped again.
Okay.
Just letting you know, so like if it does get bumped, I just don't want you to be surprised.
That's fine.
Our witnesses are just the officers. Is your husband gonna testify?
Yeah.
Okay. What's he gonna testify to?
Just basically
Just what he
his
saw?
version of
that's
events, all that.
cool. That's pretty much it. I don't know anything else.
I did type up an additional discovery request. It's kind of informal, but if you want me to formally file it, it's just, let's say, like here I have listed.
May I?
Yeah.
Video and audio. Okay. Dispatch logs. I could try to get those to you.
Okay. What I have italicized is pretty much more important to me than the rest of that.
So the CAD stuff is on the police report you have.
Okay, that's fine.
All text messages, new. You're not getting that.
All right.
Because there are no text messages about your case.
Okay.
So you're not.
And you know that for sure? That there isn't between
I mean,
the officers
you could go ask the court for these, but I'm not supplying them to you because I don't have them.
Okay.
Canine deployment records.
Like if they keep track of how many times that it's deployed or
Yeah,
whatever,
so-
they have to log that.
So, I'm not really sure. So, I'm not really sure what the purpose of those are. This isn't a drug case. There's no evidence to suppress. Like
Right.
if drugs have been found in your car, yeah, that would totally be copacetic and normal. But I don't see what those have to do with, a disorderly conduct case. IA complaints, that I can't give you because I don't have.
Okay.
You could ask the sheriff's department for them, but I don't have them. They're not something I have access to. I'm not aware of anything that would put them Brady Giglio.
All right. Well, is there like any disciplinary?
Any draft versions or working notes used in creation of probable cause affidavits submitted in the matter? I'm not sure what that is. That last one. I'm sorry.
Well, if he just wrote notes or whatever before he drafted his probable cause affidavit.
That I don't know. I've never seen those before. As in like in any other case. Usually that's all included on the police report. If there's like notes, because it's like there's like a supplemental portion that you could do. But I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Well, like mainly my concern was just the disciplinary records. Like, if I feel like those are relevant to my case.
Yeah. I can ask for them. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Question
is are they going to willingly provide those to me?
Well, yeah. I mean, if they don't, you just go to the court. But I mean, I'm going to ask them to for them if there are any. But just know I could object to you even using that at court because it's depending on how you're going to use them. It just might not be legal.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, the full CAD is at the bottom of the police report.
Okay.
You'll see it where it's like, whatever it'll say like 3547 and then with like a remark like 1072 or something like that.
Okay, now that I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah, that should all be at the bottom, and then the MDT mobile data terminal messages, that's like the CAD portion.
Okay, that's fine. Then I can.
But text messages and communications, I can't provide to you because usually that's not like discovery.
Okay. Well, I can just cross that out then.
Yeah, you don't have to file it. Like I have no issue trying to provide this to you if I have it. But I like dispatch audio logs. That one, this one I should be able to get, but I'm going to assume the dispatch audio log will basically line up exactly with the CAD notes. Okay. Because that's usually what they say.
Right.
And then this one's already done because that's at the bottom.
Right.
Text messages, internal communications made or received. Regarding the stop. Yeah, this should technically be the CAD notes.
Okay.
But I can't get their you would have to ask the court to subpoena their phones and whatnot.
Gotcha.
And then canine deployment record. I mean, I can get them before. I could try to get these for you, like the canine deployment records. But they're not relevant. Or okay, I'll just tell you that they're not relevant to the case at hand.
Okay.
That's just me. You don't have to. You can take that for what it's worth. You can still try to introduce them. Not a problem.
Okay.
And I can. All right. So request IA. I could request. And then any drafts, notes, and then this one I'm just not sure of. I'm not really sure what that is. Well, confirmation of whether the state intends to use any statements, videos, or other evidence not already disclosed under initial discovery. No.
You don't intend on using anything?
No, I don't intend to use anything that's not already disclosed.
Okay.
Everything I've given you would be anything I could or would use.
Okay.
I'm not going to use like some random statement from some other dude who
Right.
No, what I have to work with is what I've already provided to you, which is the body cam stuff, and then just like the information provided in the police report. That's pretty much all there is. There's nothing else to it.
Okay.
Also, I might not be doing the trial, just because of the way the schedule works out.
Okay.
So it could be somebody else. But it'd be the same.
Either you or Leslie
or Tim. Yeah, it's the same.
Okay.
It's the same thing all the way through. The rules are all the same. It doesn't change from person to person.
Okay.
But yeah, I will ask for the audio logs, and then if you don't get anything back, like if I don't respond to you for a while, call in and be like, hey, I made a request for discovery, and if I'm like, oh shit, I have it, but I didn't give it to you, I'll send it to you immediately.
Okay.
Or, if I didn't get it, you could still always file your request for additional discovery.
Okay.
That's not a problem. I don't know if the court would grant. I don't know what the court will grant or won't grant specifically.
Right.
But outside of that, yeah, it's not a problem. So I can request.
Well, how long do you think it will take you to get that?
And then IA complaints, probably not. The IA complaints may take, because, that one may take a while because, they're law enforcement officers.
Right.
So, people, when they get involved with law enforcement officers, aren't exactly happy.
Yeah.
So, there could be a lot of, there could be legit ones, there could be a ton of, not legit ones, but I can't, filter through them, per se.
Right, okay.
The canine deployment record probably won't be too difficult because it's the certification, because they keep all those logs, so I should be able to get those.
Okay.
They might be at Jaeger Elite because they do a lot of the training.
Right.
But the full CAD and the MDT stuff, that's the...
Yeah, that's fine. I remember that now.
Yeah, that's at the bottom of the police report.
Yeah.
Because usually it's notes too.
Yeah, I remember.
But I can tell you, in looking at RMS, which is how I get reports from them to us, there's nothing additional noted other than this was the report, the narrative report.
Yeah.
And then everything else is included in the police report.
Okay.
And the dispatch audio logs, between all of this. Can you be a little bit more specific in this one, because you're asking for audio logs for every officer that was on duty that day?
Okay, well, just mainly the specific, Officer McKee and McDaniel that night.
For the whole shift?
Just
for your stop.
Yeah,
okay.
for my stop.
From start of stop.
Or actually, could we go could we go maybe a half an hour before the stop? And then
because a lot of the evidence could be for somebody else's case.
Right. Well, I'm just thinking, they probably don't have anything prior to the stop
the
anyway.
Thing is what if they're just having if they're just talking over the radio.
Right.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm getting food. All right, can you grab me something? That's I don't even think that's recorded.
Is there any recordings inside the vehicle? Because he had Officer Harmon with him that night. McKee did.
Yeah.
And so, is there any in-vehicle recordings that are going with them talking amongst themselves in the vehicle or whatever before my stop or whatever?
No, because as explained, the stuff only starts recording. It only backs up 30 seconds,
right.
for an initial stop, which you're not the first person to ask this, because even defense attorneys ask this all the time, is the car is like what's called passively recording, but it's also like deleting at the same time, so it doesn't like fill itself up with the officers just cruising around.
Right.
Once the lights start, then it like backs up that last 30 seconds that it had before. So any recording from before that just isn't going to exist.
Okay. I wish it would go a lot longer than 30 seconds. I think that sometimes would be relevant, especially for
I'm sure. Listen, I'm sure it can. Like, I have no doubt. There have been plenty of times I wish shit was recording way sooner first, especially when they show up to a scene of something where like something happens and like outside their squad car.
Right.
So,
I think it would be beneficial to cover everybody's ass, really. Especially if they could get like a little bit longer than 30 seconds prior to them turning their lights on.
I think that's like. That's pretty standard. Like, I talk to prosecutors in other counties, and they say the same thing. Like, we wish we could go longer, but they're like, it's just the nature of the technology.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll probably come out with something eventually, though. But
yeah, because we have to pay to store all our stuff, too.
Yeah.
So that's why they're like, we can't be recording the whole day shift, or else it'd be full by the end of the month.
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
it wouldn't be long.
But yeah, dispatch audio logs, I should be able to just get the dispatch logs.
Okay.
I don't think I can get just regular radio communication. I don't think that's possible.
Okay, that's fine.
Just because I don't think that stuff's recorded per se. I'm pretty sure it's recorded like when they call in to. Or
yeah.
I'm thinking of 911 calls.
I think they only keep those for like a year.
Yeah, I could ask. But yeah, I will ask for the K-9 deployment stuff, and I'll ask for the IA complaints.
Or even just the regular disciplinary.
Well, yeah, you have on here IA complaints, disciplinary records, and written reprimands. So, yeah, I can provide those.
Okay.
Now, if they don't have... Now, I just got to tell you, they might not have, like... they may have something for, like, K-9 deployment and use of force, but they might not have one for honesty.
Right.
So
that's fine.
I just don't want you to think I'm, like, trying to
I get
pull anything. Okay, you don't have to worry about your preservation request because all this stuff's already preserved.
Okay.
Oh yeah, again, I'm not using anything that hasn't already been turned over in discovery. Like nothing. There won't be anything used other than possibly the body cam and then just testimony from the officers. Now, I could tell you that the officer may say something that wasn't written in the report, like I looked to my left or something like that, or something that wasn't caught in the report or maybe even caught on body cam.
Right.
But I can't tell you 100% what that could be.
Right.
Just like you can't tell me 100% what you're going to say because it could change the day you go up there or something.
Right.
Okay. So I guess this is my final time to ask. The pretrial diversion is still on the table if you would like to accept that. If not, I get it.
I've given that some thought, and I still am not going to change my stance on that.
No, that's cool. No problem.
You can keep that.
I know. I'm gonna write. What's your email again? Oh, hang on one sec. All right. Do you have any discovery for me?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay, so it's just going to be testimony then?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you happen to have, like, maybe a time frame that you can get that to me by, and I can, like, write it down that way? I would
say you would check with me in 14 days.
14 days.
And then it should be to you within 30.
Okay. So today is the 25th, so 14 days.
I would just go 2 Fridays from now.
Okay.
Which would put you
at
the
9th.
2nd and the 9th, yep. And then I should have it to you by the 23rd.
Okay.
I'd put that as my hard cutoff date, where if you don't have anything, you need to be like, hey, what the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to do it in a zip file, if that's okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, and then I'll write down here on the 23rd, date of last resort.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you going to have any other motions or filings coming through at any point in time?
Possibly.
Can you tell me what they are?
I am still trying to figure out exactly what I should file or can file. I know I can file additional motions. I just haven't really figured out which one
But
exactly.
additional motions for what?
Like either a motion to suppress or a motion to strike or something.
Okay, so motion to strike would be for testimony.
Okay. It very
Motion
well.
to suppress, I guess my question would be, what are you suppressing?
If I decide to file that, it would probably just be the
I will update that in your case, and I'll put the new court date in your case, I'll put an entry.
probably
The court issues with warrant for the defendant's arrest, and then.
the evidence or whatever that you would have.
What
but
evidence?
Like just the body cam or dash cam footage and whatnot, I guess. I mean, it's hard to say because I'm still.
I didn't know you were in a meeting.
No, you're okay.
They
You're
were like,
okay.
just call his cell. And
No,
I was
yeah,
like,
no, you're good.
Thank you.
It's hard to say, I guess, because it really. The case, in my opinion, rides all on the body cam footage. I mean, that's
Okay,
the only thing that's documented on what happened,
Okay, so you're gonna suppress the body cam footage?
possibly. But I'm still mulling it over.
Okay.
and
What are you
figuring-
gonna suppress the body cam footage on what grounds?
Well, my argument is that I don't feel like he had a legitimate reason or probable cause to pull me over to begin with.
Okay.
So, I'm going off of fruit of the poisonous tree, so to
What's
speak.
what's the fruit though?
Well, he didn't have a reason to pull me over, so anything that happened after that, like any statements that I've made or whatnot, since that stop, is basically fruit of the poisonous tree because he didn't have a lawful reason to pull me over to begin with.
Okay, so are you gonna file that?
I'm considering it. I just want to make sure all my ducks are in a row
Okay.
first, but I haven't decided fully on it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. All right. Anything else?
Nothing I can think of at the moment.
Okay.
Um,
If something does come up, just they fixed my email so I can see emails a whole lot clearer now. But I would just call in and then follow up with an email
Okay.
for your own records.
Okay, because I noticed that when I messaged you, I think it was confirming today or whatever
Yeah.
or something. I didn't get anything back, so I was guessing.
I
that,
thought your message when I read it, it ended with a period instead of a question mark. So I thought you were
Okay,
just like,
that
yeah,
was-
I'll be there at 1:30. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. So, yeah, just reach out to me or whatever. Let me know if it's ready, and I can either come here and pick it up or whatever.
Just-
Correct.
At Gmail.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. All right. If I don't hear from you by the 9th or whatever, then I'll reach out.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, Miss.